Hello friends, I am Anand. In this video, I will solve IndiaBig's percentage problems. Let's see problem number 1. A batsman scored 110 runs which includes 3 boundaries and 8 sixes. What percentage of his total score did he make by running between the wickets? Total score consists of boundaries and sixes and running between the wicket score. All the 3 is given as 110. Boundary score, 6 score and running between the wicket score. Total is equal to 110. Boundary score, 3 boundaries. So 3 into 4 plus 8 sixes. 8 into 6 plus, that is assume x is the running between the wicket score. So total is equal to 110. If you further simplify, 12 plus 48 plus x is equal to 110. From this we get the x equals to 50. We need to find the percentage of his total score did he make by running between the wickets. Percentage means what is the required score by total score into 100. Required value by total value into 100. Required value is running between the wickets. That is 50. Total is 110. 50 by 110 into 100. That is 500 by 11, which equals to 45 5 by 11%, which is option B. Option B is correct. Let's see problem number 2. Two students appeared at an examination. One of them secured 9 marks more than the other, and his marks was 56% of the sum of the marks. The marks obtained by them are. Let us assume x and y be the marks secured by 2%. One of them secured 9 marks more than the other. That means x equals to y plus 9. And his marks was 56% of the sum of the marks. That means x equals to 56%. 56 by 100 into x plus y. If you simplify this equation, x equal to 14 by 25 into x plus y. 25x is equal to 14x plus 14y. 25 minus 14x, that is 11x equals to 14y. If you substitute x equals to y plus 9 in this equation, 11x is equal to 14y. Then 11 is equal to y plus 9. 11 into y plus 9 equals to 14y. 11y plus 99 is equal to 14y. 99 is equal to 14y minus 11y, that is 3y. Y equals to 33. We need to find marks obtained by them, both the persons. That means x and y. If you substitute y is equal to 33 in this equation, x is equal to y plus 9, we get x equals to 33 plus 9, that is equal to 42. That is option C. Option C is correct. Let's see problem number 3. A fruit seller had some apples. He sells 40% of apples and still has 420 apples. Originally he had how much? Let us assume total number of apples initially he had is x. Then he sells 40% of apples. That means after selling he has 60% of the apples. That value is 420. So 60% of apples, 60 by 100 into total x equals to 100. If you simplify this, we get x is equal to 700. That is option D. Option D is correct. Let's see the problem number 4. What percentage of numbers from 1 to 70 have 1 or 9 in the units digit? For example, for the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 is in unit digit, 3 is the tens digit, 2 is 100 digits, 100's digit value, 1 is 1000 digits value. That means left side 1 is the units digit value. For numbers 1 to 70, we need to find the numbers with 1 or 9 in the unit digit. So from 1 to 10 we have 1 and 9. From 10 to 20 we have 11 and 19. Like that 21, 29, 31, 39, 41, 49, 51, 59, 61, 69. That means total 7 columns, 1, 11, 21, 31, 41, 51, 61. That is 7 into 2. 7 2s are 40. We need to find the percentage of the numbers. Percentage of numbers, percentage means required value by total value into 100. Required is 14. Total numbers are 1 to 70, that is 70. 14 by 70 into 100, that is 20. Option C. Option C is correct. Let's see the problem number 5. If A equals to x% of y, that means A is equal to x by 100 into y. A equals to x by 100 into y. And B equals to y% of x. That means B is equal to y by 100 into x. First one we can write as xy by 100. Second one is also we can write as xy by 100. So both are equal. A equals to B. That option is not available. So that option is not available in ABCD. So none of the above. Which is option E. Option E is correct. If you didn't subscribe till now, please subscribe and share to your friends also. It will give the motivation to do further videos. If you want me to do any website problem solutions, please comment in the comment box. Let's see problem number 6. If 20% of A equals to B, then B% of 20 is same as. He gave us 20% of A is B. That means 20 by 100 into A equals to B. This we can write as A by 5 equals to B. Then B% of 20. B by 100 into 20 equals to how much? This we can write as, if you substitute B value as A by 5 in this, A by 5 into 20 by 100, which means 4A by 100. This we can write as 4% of A, which is option A. Option A is correct. Let's see problem number 7. In a certain school, 20% of the students are below 8 years of age. The number of students above 8 years of age is 2 by 3 of the number of students of 8 years of age, which is 48. What is the total number of students in the school? Let's assume total number of students is equal to X. Then 20% of the students are below 8 years of age. Number of students less than 8 years is equal to 20% of total students. That is 20 by 100 into X. That equals to X by 5. Number of students above 8 years equals to 2/3 of the number of students of 8 years of age. And it is given as number of students of 8 years of age equals to 48. So if you substitute this one in the number of students above 8 years, this equation, we get number of students above 8 years equals to 2 by 3 into 48, that is equal to 32. Total number of students equals to number of students less than 8 years, number of students above 8 years, plus number of students of 8 years age. So we assume number of students as X. So X equals to number of students less than 8 is X by 5. Number of students above 8 years is 32. Number of students of 8 years age is 48. So if you simplify this, we get X value as 100, which is option D. Sorry, 100 is option E. Option E is correct. Let's see problem number 8. Two numbers A and B are such that the sum of 5% of A and 4% of B is 2/3 of the sum of 6% of A and 8% of B. Find the ratio of A is to B. Sum of 5% of A and 4% of B. That means 5 by 100 into A plus 4 by 100 into B is means equals to 2/3 of 2 by 3 into sum of 6% of A. 6% of A means 6 by 100 into A and 8% of B plus 8 by 100 into B. We need to find out A by B. A is to B. On both the sides, if you remove 100, if you multiply with 100, we get 5A plus 4B equals to 2 by 3 into 6A plus 8B. If we simplify further, 15A plus 12B equals to 12A plus 6B. which means 3a equals to 4b. So a by b equals to 4 by 3, which is option D. Option D is correct. Let's see problem number 9. A student multiplied a number by 3 by 5 instead of 5 by 3. What is the percentage error in the calculation? Let the number be, initial number be x. Then he multiplied with 3 by 5 instead of 5 by 3. So, correct result is 5 by 3 into x. Wrong result is 3 by 5 into x. We need to find the percentage error. Percentage error means difference in the values by correct value into 100. So, percentage error is equal to 5 by 3x minus 3 by 5x by correct value is 5x by 3 into 100. If you simplify this, we get 64 as the percentage error, which is option D. Option D is correct. Let's see problem number 10. In an election between two candidates, one got 55% of the total valid votes, 20% of the votes are invalid. If the total number of votes was 7,500, the number of valid votes that the other candidate got was, total number of votes was 7,500. In that 20% of the votes are invalid. That means total number of invalid votes is equal to 20 by 100 into 7,500, which equals to 1,500. Then total number of valid votes are total number of votes minus total number of invalid votes. That equals to 7,500 minus 1,500, which is 6,000. One person got 55% of the total valid votes. That means 55 by 100 into 6,000. That equals to 3,300. Out of total valid votes 6,000, one person got 3,300. That means other person got 6,000 minus 3,300, which is 2,700. Option A. Option A is correct. Let's see problem number 11. Three candidates contested an election and received 1,136, 7,636, 11,628 votes respectively. What percentage of the total votes did the winning candidate get? Here among these three, 11,628 is the maximum. So that person won the election. We need to find out the percentage of his total votes. That means percentage equals to required by total into 100. Required is 11,628. We need to find out the percentage of his votes, maximum votes. That is 11,628 by total is sum of all the three candidates votes. That equals to 11,628 by 20,400 into 100, which equals to 57, which is option A. Option A is correct. Let's see problem number 12. Two employees, two tailors, X and Y, are paid a total of 550 per week by their employer. If X is paid 120% of the sum paid to Y, how much is Y paid per week? Initially, two tailors are there. They are paid total is 550. That means X plus Y equal to 550. If X is paid 120% of the sum of paid to the Y, that means X is equal to 120 by 100 into Y. Implies X equal to 6 by 5 into Y. If you substitute this X is equal to 6 by 5 into Y in the first equation, X plus Y is equal to 550, we get 6 by 5 Y equals to 6y by 5 plus Y equals to 550. Then 11y by 5 equals to 550, which means Y equals to 250. We need to find Y value. That is 250, which is option B. Option B is correct. Let's see the problem number 13. Gauri went to the stationaries and bought things worth 25 rupees, out of which 30 paisa went on sales tax on taxable purchases. If the tax rate was 6%, then what was the cost of tax-free items? Total is 25 rupees she paid. And then 30 paisa went on sales tax. Sales tax on taxable, sales tax is on taxable purchases only. That is 30 paisa. And then tax rate was given as 6%. We need to find the cost of the tax-free items. That means non-taxable purchases. Total sum we can write as taxable purchase amount plus non-taxable purchases amount plus tax on the taxable purchases. Let us assume taxable purchase be X. Then sales tax on taxable purchase is given as 30 paisa. That means tax rate is 6%. So 6 by 100 into taxable purchase. X equals to 30. That means X equals to 500 paisa. Implies X equals to 5 rupees. If you substitute the values in the total equal to taxable purchases plus non-taxable purchases plus tax on taxable purchases, total is 25 equals to taxable purchase we got as 5 rupees plus non-taxable purchases we need to find plus sales on the taxable purchase is 30 paisa. 30 paisa means 0.3 rupees. We get non-taxable purchases as 19.7, which is option C. Option C is correct. Let's see problem number 14. Raju buys good worth 6,650. Raju bought for 6,650 rupees. He gets a rebate of 6% on it. Rebate means some discount. After rebate, he has to pay only 94%. That means after rebate, he has to pay 94 by 100 into 6,650, which equals to 6,251. After getting the rebate, he pays sales tax at the rate 10%. On this amount, he has to pay 10% extra. That means 110% he has to pay. 110% of this actual amount. After sales tax, amount is 110 by 100 into 6,251, which equals to 6,876.1, which is option A. Option A is correct. Let's see problem number 15. The population of a town increased from 1,75,000 to 2,62,500 in a decade. The average percentage increase of the population per year. So initial population is 1,75,000. After 10 years, population is 2,62,500. We need to find the percentage increase. Percentage increase formula is final value minus initial value by initial value into 100. Final value is 2,62,500 minus initial value 1,75,000 by initial value 1,75,000 into 100, which equals to 50. This is for 10 years. We need to find the average percentage increase of population per year. Per 1 year we need to find. For decade means 10 years. For 10 years it is 50. So for 1 year it is 5. Option B. Option B is correct. If you like this video, please click on like button. If you think that these videos are useful for you and your friends, please share and subscribe. If you want me to do any solutions for any problems from any website or any textbook, please comment. I will try to cover all the aptitude, data structures, algorithms, C, Python, multiple choice questions, which are very much useful for interview written tests. So don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Bye bye.